Hello people, how's all doing today? Today this was a very interesting day, and it was a very good day, because the Catholic Church has ruled over this country for billions, since probably the before even the Irish state was made. For years and years, centuries and centuries, the Church has been better, bigger and powerful than the government, and by anybody. And today, the local bishop where we live, Cavan, Bishop Leo O'Reilly, has announced to the world and has announced to the people of Cavan that the church is basically no longer a dominant voice, which means they're losing their say in the world and they can't say things against it. And he mentioned the abortion referendum and how the church could not say boo against it. And he mentioned other things within the church that they can't say anything about now, because if they say anything, they're going to get criticised deadly, so badly that they have to quit their job. Because I remember the Archbishop of Dublin criticised somebody over the abortion, and he nearly lost his whole career because of it, because he opened his mouth, and the women didn't like it, so he nearly lost his whole career, and he was told to shut up about it. So he is very. I do approve of Bishop Leo. Bishop Leo is the best bishop you could ever have in a diocese. A diocese is kind of a district, I suppose, a district of the church, I suppose, if you could, in Ireland. So basically a townland or a county, I suppose, or a state. So basically, Bishop Leo is the best bishop I ever came across, to be honest, because he's actually been so honest, because there's no other bishop that admit it. And he was on local radio Northern Sound today, our local radio station, and he admitted it. He admitted it. He actually literally went on and admitted it. The churches has no say and that they have to help the poor and have to help the vulnerable. And he's dead right. He's actually dead right. The church for too long and for long has just abused people for money and for their own political gain, their own gain. Because they used to call around to your house and used to ask for money, and if you didn't give them the money, and I still remember this, they used to go up during mass and call your name out for not giving up money to the church, and make a show of you in front of the whole community, and that was deadly not right. And then don't even start with the sexual abuse in the church. Because Jesus Christ, the amount of what happened there. And the mother and baby homes, oh my good God, that was actually just so disgusting that the church were allowed to get off with it and still are allowed to get off with it. And it just goes to show you, and I say to the young people who's watching, there is a God up there, but there is some good priests that are guided by God, and there is some priests nowadays that are the devil of God. And they're only out to get your money. But there is good priests I have met, and they are good priests I know. There's one I see regularly when I go to college, and he's a good priest. He interacts with the young people, helps them with their problems, and all that. And then my local priest, when I used to go to school, he's deceased now. May God rest his soul, but. He's deceased now, but he used to be. He was always a good priest. He always made us laugh and all that, and he bought us a few sweets every now and then, and a little bit of it was great fun, to be honest. So God rest his soul. He was one of the best priests I ever met. But there was three or four priests I met were just like, I'm going to kill this fuck, because that's what it was like, because they were just so bad that it wasn't even funny. It wasn't even funny how bad they were. Because literally the only thing they cared about was money. That's all they cared about. Money and women. That's all they cared about. Drink, too. But he was right. If I met Bishop Leo today on the street, I met him once. I met him when I had my confirmation. So if I ever do meet him on the street again, I actually will shake his hand and I'll probably kneel to him, to be honest, because he finally admitted it. No priest or no minister or anybody in the government or anybody in the church, even the Pope hasn't admitted that the church is not a dominant voice anymore, and that they had to focus on helping people. And I have to say to Bishop Leo, it's a credit to you. It's a credit. And I'd be proud and privileged to have you serve as the Bishop of Kilmore for another, and to the end of your days, in other words. Because Cavan, the Diocese of Kilmore, will not get a better bishop than Bishop Leo O'Reilly. And may I say, God rest his soul. Well, God rest his soul, because he's such a good bishop. And I hope the light of God will guide him through these times of despair and times of trouble in his life and in people's lives who he visits. And may God bless him as one of the best bishops in the country. Thank you.